Coding agents have crossed an important line. A year ago, most teams used AI as autocomplete, a smart pair programmer waiting inside the editor. In 2026, OpenAI Codex is being positioned as something different, a repo-level worker that can inspect a codebase, make changes, run commands, work from a terminal, an IDE, the Codex app, or a cloud environment, then hand the work back for review. The point is not that it can edit a file. The point is that it can become a worker layer inside an AI software factory. So, what is Codex now? According to OpenAI's current developer docs, Codex spans the IDE, the command line, the Codex app, and cloud tasks. The quick start says every ChatGPT plan includes Codex, with API credit access also available. The CLI docs describe Codex as OpenAI's local coding agent. It can read, change, and run code in the selected directory, and it is open source. That framing matters. Codex is no longer just a model name. It is a product surface for delegating software work. The CLI is the builder-friendly entry point. You install it with NPM or Homebrew, run Codex in a repo, and give it a task. From there, it can inspect files, propose diffs, run tests, and ask for approvals, depending on your settings. The docs also describe cloud tasks that can be launched from the terminal, and the quick start points to Codex in the browser through chatgpt.com/codex. That gives teams a spectrum. Local work when you want tight control, cloud work when you want delegated execution. The public GitHub repository reinforces that this is meant to be real developer infrastructure. The OpenAI Codex repo describes the CLI as a lightweight coding agent that runs in your terminal, with install commands, a security policy, an Apache 2 license, and active development. The OpenAI changelog shows frequent 2026 releases, including Codex CLI version 0.125 in April. That cadence is important because coding agents are not static tools. Their safety model, integrations, and workflow features are moving quickly. Here is the practical capability map. Codex can help with repo understanding, multi-file edits, terminal execution, local and cloud workflows, web search when enabled, model context protocol integrations, subagents, and review loops. But each capability needs a control next to it. File edits need diffs. Commands need sandboxing and approvals. Web access needs source skepticism. Integrations need least privilege. Code review still needs a human owner who understands the change before it ships. This is why the software factory pattern is the right mental model. The orchestrator starts with a scope task and acceptance criteria. Codex works inside a sandbox or worktree. Tests and build commands create objective feedback. An independent reviewer checks the diff, the reasoning, the test output, and the security surface. Only then does the work move into a pull request and deployment path. Codex is powerful because it fits into that chain, not because it replaces it. A good Codex prompt does not say, "Make this better." It says, "Here is the repository, here is the issue, here are the constraints, here is the test command, here are files you should not touch, and here is what counts as done." Then you let the agent work in a disposable branch or worktree. If the task touches secrets, payments, authentication, migrations, or customer data, keep permissions tight and require explicit approval before commands that write, install, or connect to the network. The caveats are not small print. Sandboxing is the boundary that lets Codex act autonomously without unrestricted machine access. Approval modes matter. Secrets should not be available by default. Agents can hallucinate APIs, overfit to failing tests, miss product intent, or create clever code that is hard to maintain. Benchmarks are useful, but they do not tell you whether the agent understood your architecture, your deployment constraints, or your risk tolerance. The best use case is not fully automatic shipping. It is acceleration with accountability. Let Codex draft migrations, refactor modules, add tests, explain unfamiliar code, fix narrow bugs, and produce first-pass pull requests. Then run the same gates you would for a human contributor. Tests, lint, security scans, manual review, small diffs, clear commit messages, and rollback plans. If you would not let a junior developer merge it unreviewed, do not let an agent merge it unreviewed. The builder takeaway is simple. Codex is becoming a worker layer for AI software factories. Treat it like a capable teammate with a terminal, not a magic box. Wrap it with repo discipline, sandboxed execution, source control, test feedback, independent review, and deployment approvals. Used that way, it can compress engineering cycles. Used casually, it can move risk faster than your process can catch it. If you are building with coding agents, the winners will not be the teams with the flashiest prompt. They will be the teams with the cleanest operating system around the agent. Better tasks, better tests, better reviews, and better release discipline. Subscribe to Fluid Coding and AI for practical coding agent build logs, model release breakdowns, and software factory workflows.